So I'm sitting right charging my phone, um, and um, the staff member's like, "We're gonna try to blow his brains out." You know, like, well, that's not safe to talk like that. Sorry. Uh, so you can't be allowed to talk like that. Find a safer way to put it. I'm like, that's what scared me in the first place. And I started explaining, what happened with the neighbors tonight, and or people, harassing me and stuff and trying to manipulate me, and the yeah, and the anyways, that's all on recording. Me responding and stuff out here. Anyways, when I was done responding, the neighbor, he he yelled over and said, "I missed you." I said, "I missed you too, man." I was like, "I don't know who you are, but I missed you too." And he's like, "Holy shit, that is him." I was like, "Yeah, Mizzy D." And then I sang the song. I rapped the song Zones. The dude enjoyed it. I put on a show. I rocked out. And at the end of the song, he said, "It's time to shut it down." I was like, "All right, yeah, no problem, I got you. Sorry about that. I get into my music." I was like, "I got you." And then someone said, "See, he's able to, safely receive a S word that means whacking." I'm not gonna say the word because I don't like it. It's not a safe word because it's wrong to do. Because it's abuse, both physically and sexually. And anyways, I was like, "No, it wasn't that. It was communication between two grown adults. I was like, it's communication." So um, yeah. So it was communication between two grown adults, and the dude missed me. I'm pretty sure it was that gentleman who came over the other day, and he started the conversation off with I'm under the impression of, like, that's exactly how I would have worded it. The dude was I could tell by the way he communicated, he was very intelligent. He liked the way I stood up to the staff, he liked the way I rapped, diss tracks his stuff. He liked it, so I like the guy. But when people drive by and say yell stuff out the window, and when people stand at the corner of the yard and yell stuff, he tries to help me out. And I knew that, and I knew he was trying to help me out, but it's very complex on what they do here, but I had it handled. And anyways, I was explaining that scenario when I was sitting there and, you know, um, with my charger plugged in, charging my phone, and a lady comes out, one of the staff members, who lives on the first floor, right next to the door. I didn't even realize there was a room there, to be honest with you. I didn't even know there was a room there. Thought it was just a closet or some shit. And she comes out and she's like, "No, you're not allowed to do that. I'm trying to sleep. You're sitting outside my door." I mean, I have a very calming voice. I have a very beautiful and calming voice. I shouldn't have, irritated her. That should have been beautiful to her, especially the way I explained the story with the grown man and, and communicating with him and the stuff I've been figuring out. That should have been very beautiful. But no, I got told to be quiet. So she left. She went to the restroom, and I said I said I was like, what did I say? I trying to remember what I said. Said a couple things. I said, "Oh yeah," I said, "All right." That's all I said at first. She walked into the restroom. I was like, "Well, I'm going outside to have a smoke anyway." I'm like, "This house is literally under investigation right now." And I'm like, "You can sleep in jail." And I like made an Italian laugh, like, Italian laugh, and just made fun of her because that was completely uncalled for. Because my voice and what I was talking about would have been completely beautiful to the right person. So, whatever. And I also told the staff in there, I'm like, "Listen, I'm like, if I go silent, I've said the same thing thousands of times. And I was like, if I go silent, it's because, um, you know, I'm done. I'm done saying the same thing thousands of times in a row. I'm like, you guys don't have a working memory. I was like, I do. I was like, you'll forget this in literally 5 minutes. And yeah, dude. Sure enough, I'm pretty sure they forgot already. Um, but they don't care enough. They care, but they don't care enough. Um, they also don't have a working memory, so they're not equipped to do this position. You need to have a working memory if you're gonna do this type of position, man. Otherwise, you're not gonna be able to help me out. Otherwise, you're not gonna remember what you see. Otherwise, you're not gonna. If you can't remember what you see, um, you can't function in a way where you'll be able to help me out. Um, so, with that being said, um, if you don't remember correctly, you're gonna make stuff up, which is why this is scary. And also, the only individuals who have a working memory is healthy individuals, and I have a very healthy working memory, short term and long term. So this is why this is scary, but I'm not scared no more. I'm all set. I'm not scared no more. So, um, yeah, that's about it, man.